All you have to do is touch my hand, to show me you understand, unless something happens to me.
What did you see for the hospital for the future?
Just to raise money, I think, and to get it up and get it going so that the people in Uxbridge had a hospital to go to. Otherwise, you had to go to Toronto at that time or to Lindsay.
Wow. What were the goals and the mission in the beginning?
Well, you'd have to answer that, Connie, because I wasn't there in the beginning when they first started.
Oh, in the beginning, the doctors and the nurses that were here, some had to be brought in because we didn't have enough nurses for the hospital at the time. And luckily they gave up their other positions and did come into the hospital.
And that's, to me, is the main goals of our auxiliary. It's twofold. First, raising the funds to get the necessary equipment to keep the hospital in our community with the best equipment there is. And second is to work within the hospital and help all our patients.
So divine, yeah. I know I can't express this feeling of tenderness, and there's so much I wanna say, but the right words don't come my way.
Okay, Chances Are opened up in 1986, and since that time we have moved 4 times. We have given over ourselves $1 million to the auxiliary, and this is our last location. We hope it's the only place with a parking lot, and we have upstairs now for all our storage because we are so big, and all the people bring their donations in, and we all appreciate it because it goes towards the hospital. Everything we get goes towards the hospital.
And it's wonderful, baby, 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 baby.
We have raised over $2 million since 1980, and the last few years we've almost had up to $250,000.
We've had a variety of fundraising events since I've belonged to the auxiliary, and consistently in the last few years we have been able to raise over $200,000 for the auxiliary that we then pass on to the foundation for the state-of-the-art equipment that I mentioned before. So that part's been wonderful.
Their monies have been transformative from a standpoint that we have probably the best diagnostic facilities of a small hospital probably in the country. That includes a CAT scan, which changes the level of clinical practice in a huge way.
It is amazing how much state-of-the-art equipment we have only because of the fundraising efforts of our wonderful auxiliary.
All you have to do.
When do you ever see a CAT scanner in a hospital or a community of this size? You just don't in general see that. And it's because of the support from the community and in large the auxiliary who purchased that machine for us. We also had top of the line digital mammography, which you didn't even get in the city, and here we had it up in Little Uxbridge.
Together, and they were a wonderful, just wonderful bunch of ladies that we did have at the beginning. We still have a wonderful group now doing the work for the auxiliary.
Realizing that volunteers are not just in the hospital, that the majority of volunteers, as Shirley said, are outside working very hard for this hospital.
In the past, we know as physicians who work here, there's a lot of people that play a role in making a patient stay great, and one of that is all the volunteer work that's done on behalf of the patients through the auxiliary.
So all in all, the dedication, enthusiasm, and fundraising for this institution has made Uxbridge Cottage Hospital a special hospital, and one that I'm very proud to be associated with.
By wishing the auxiliary a happy birthday and best wishes, and thank you for all the contributions you've done to the hospital in the past.
So happy birthday to the auxiliary, happy 60th. and we just couldn't do it without you. Thank
So
you.
happy 60th birthday, and you all look great for your age.
Tenderness, there's so much I wanna say, but the right words don't come my way.